like what you see. Then please subscribe early. And if you like what I do, then smash that like button too. And if you love to drink it down, leave a comment down below. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. Radar.
None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Stepping like Marty McFly, stepping I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why, I never doubted me why, I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win, I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend, only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids, that's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends, had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win, you know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold, I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb, I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my wife. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my business. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a run and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital.
Check, check, 1, 2.
I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away.
Here's Road Dogs Dingling.
Contemplate for a while.
Son, is that my cowbell?
Oh, shoot. Alright, testing 1, 2. Alright. Alright, we got the green M&Ms. Pick it out. Comfy seat warmer. Alright, everything looks set. Alright. It's ready, master. He likes that. I don't know why. He's a weirdo.
Playing too solid.
I wish you all the best I can, but I stop myself for a while.
Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2.
I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in me. You won't tell me Stop myself for a while.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. That would be me. Look, at a lot has happened since last night when we were here, right? What is? There was some sad music playing. That was bringing me down. So last night, man, Bitcoin was down here in the dumps. We're feeling down and kind of dumpy, but there was at just 800. It was on a 15-minute. What the hey? Is you crazy? Well, here she was on the 1 hour. Makes a little bit more sense down here. Look kind of bleak, 200 moving average down here, but still 50 up here above the 100 and all. Can we get this thing to play? No, I don't want to exit it. I want you to play. I don't know how to work this thing. That's clear. Do you want to exit bar play button? No. Clearly, here we are. It's a little play button. How about that? And I think during the show, it should have been around this time. This is about 11, 12. I guess we were starting to see a little positive action along this little trend line we're talking about that started from over here, because I was talking about why I did it at the flag. We got another flag talk and all that kind of stuff last night. And so it actually turned out to be a very interesting 48 hours. And, you know, even as bleak as it seemed, I'm like, yeah, but there's just something makes me think, even if it just goes up and taps 65, you know, we need that. I couldn't have stressed it more. We need it. At least that. If it just goes up and taps it, that would be enough. But she may have more on her mind. Who knows? Let's see. Bitcoin. How have you done today? Continuing that ride. Nice. Oh. She went right back up, and she got up to 65,774. Our little target over here got 2 wicks right in that area, and then a wick through 65.5. Is that a nailed it moment? Can we call that a nailed it moment? Can we? I need some more exciting music. This music's not exciting for me. What are we listening to these days, people? For real. Sean, can you find something just a little bit more kind of edgy? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. That feels a little bit more nailed-it-ish. A little bit more nailed-it-ish. Just for the algorithm, we're going to copy this, and I'm going to post this over onto our little Telegram group, which is free, by the way. You know, some reason I'm crazy like that. I don't charge for this stuff. Of course, you know, I'm not out there just... I was active today, actually, over there, doing some trading over in the trade group, trade setups area, with Rakish and a few others. I think Sam was over there. Well, I'm going to go over here to the vanity wall and just, you know, I'm just going to do this and see. Just post her over there. Nailed it. All right, so let's see what else did you do, Bitcoin? Pretty adventurous day, and is it over? You're not playing this anymore? You're like, I'm done with you, Road Dogg. I'm through letting you come back in. All right, well, I guess she's not playing anymore. Is that because this is where we are now? Did you play out? Are you saying this is where we are now? And are we here? Jeez, dude, you don't even know what's... I couldn't do that with my regular candles, so I have to kind of see. Yes, the price appears to be moving. I guess that we are here. We're dropping from this other area that we just caught up to. That's when we were trying to... Is that the one we're trying to trade today? We broke through? Stopped out. I see. And not surprised. It was a risky trade to get up there, and it was, you know, doing a retest. It looked like she could have tried to got back in and took into account some new information, but still, she's a coming on down. Is she going to keep coming down? Is that going to affect altcoins? This is 6-minute time frame, so don't freak out, people. We give a quick shout out to everybody hanging out here. We'll start getting into the charts. I think we feel like a little. Do we feel like for a little price predictions tonight? Looking for a little long range action on some of these things, or are we more interested in more the what's it doing right now? That's an ugly chart. We need a clean chart up there. So shout out to you guys. We got Strega. What's up, Strega? We got Joe from Trade Intuition. Oops, I skipped over Mr. Miles there. Says Strega isn't real. You mean I was just talking to nobody? I was just talking to a ghost. It's a figment of my imagination. It could be. I don't know. There's a lot of them running around. I'm telling you. We got Brackus Adventures. How's it going, my man? Brackus was killing it over there. What'd you post over there the other day? It's over here, right? Is this the man? Yeah, the man you want. Look at that. Look at that. I have never seen a return like this. This is 100x long. That's ballsy as AF. At 91,179.21%. I'm not leaving a single digit out. That's impressive. Average entry was 63,197, 100x leverage. And the latest price, I guess where this was taken or whatever, is $64,893. Talk about for Bitcoin hanging on to something like that with that much leverage for that long. Hell yeah. That's payday, my man. Even it was just a small amount, that turned into a nice little chunk. So cool. That deserves a little recognition, don't you think? Awesome. All right. Yes. We got Celinda. How's it going, Miss Celinda? And Brandon K. How's it going, Brandon K? Joe from Trade Intuition. I said that. Now he streams every day like 3 o'clock. I'm having a wardrobe malfunction right here. Oopsies, tassels. Can't see anything. There we go. All right. Keep it PG. Who said that? All right, guys. Let's dive into, I guess, the daily candle here on Bitcoin, see what's going on. Fairly clean chart here, whatever, you know. I'm taking my fibs from high to low here from the whole move that we had, top to bottom. Seeing we've advanced past this 618 area, you know, we tapped over it before. This time we're doing pretty good, but not only that, but that 200 moving average has been keeping us down. It's been keeping us down. We got past it, and I don't know about you guys, but on my candles, when I zoom in here, it's like a clean candle right above it. Now, to me, that's bullish. Let's flip her over and see what the regular candles look like. No, but you got a clean one now. I think they started different. I don't know how the difference and right off why there's such a difference between these at the same time frames and everything. Let's see, 21, 115, 103. Is it with and 21, 115? And now, sorry, I'm not that nerdy to get you into some details there. We would have to look it up and in spare time, man, because that stuff makes me tired. That's why I didn't want to get into this stuff in the first place. But when it just boiled down to drawing a few lines and making some money, I was like, hey. And then I learned about probabilities with patterns, that they actually had some percentage probabilities. And I was like, ooh, well, okay. And the patterns kind of, you know, they actually kind of work if they're applied right. And you see it applied kind of crazy sometimes. If you always zoom out and you let that bigger guy be the one that guides you, well, you won't go wrong. If you're looking at the patterns within the patterns, I mean, you can get some influence from them, but it's just like with the time frames, man. The bigger ones rule. So you got something going on. We're still in a big ass channel. And you go from bodies to bodies there. That has a general rule. There are times when I'll do something a little different. But these seem to hold the most truth and the most weight. And we got all these nice touches. And to be a valid trend line, you at least need... Well, you at least need 2, but preferably you need 3, because 2 is a weak-ass trend line. 3 is a weak-ass trend line. This one's got at least 4 major areas, just zones where it's touched. 5, sorry, counting the wick over here. So that's a pretty strong little cloudy line there, fuzzy line. Say we can get up to 68,000 area over here with the 61. One of us got tongue-tied there. Wasn't me? 0.786 Fibonacci area at 68,500-ish right there. So we broke out a year. We got our higher high end. Now at any time we can come back and make a higher low. And remember, we do have some moving average being a little bit of a sandbag for us right now. Hopefully they will cross bullishly above not only the 200 moving average, but also above the 618 Fibonacci at some point. That would be great. I love it. Would love it. Sounds good to me. You know what? I think one of the biggest things that I like when it comes to all this stuff is that we got a breakout on our RSI. Now, it may not look like very much here, but when you translate this thing over to the weekly, that's where I like it. When I look at this right here, and I'm thinking, by golly, I think this one might be for real. I mean, it's still a pullback, but now I'm starting to wonder, will it be as deep as 58 if we do get a pullback? I mean, it can be, but will it? Because there really are some really bullish signs starting to come in on some of these bigger time frames. And so this is what it looks like on the weekly here. We might have a chance of avoiding getting tangled up in this green cloud, because that's good. That's between 60,000 and 50, I mean, 50 and 60,000, ranging between there. That might be avoided. Prices of, hasn't totally reclaimed the 21 move. Oh, I mean, we don't have a candle open, claimed it above the 21 weekly moving average, but we're above it. We're above the 9, and my saying is, if you're above the 9, everything's fine. Man, you get your camera angles right, dude. Man, y'all pointing funny. Look at it, put you this way.
We really do this for the culture.
Y'all looking at me funny. It's like one big old eyeball staring right at me. It's kind of freaky.
Make sure you run this back so we know it's real.
Anyway, looking back at the chart, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing here. I follow the MACD a lot, and looking at her on the weekly, which, right up here is where I should have been listening to her the most. And she gave us a friendly reminder there, and Road Dog got to, reminded of a few lessons he should have learned last time. The butt spank, but it was a less severe butt spanking, but I was very grateful. And I'm on my way to a full recovery. Not quite to the peak that I had there, though. But baby, back in March, you told us, baby. I'm so sorry I didn't pay this attention to you. But right now she's saying, Road Dog, if you're paying attention now, things look like they're starting to get better. I'm about to swing the other way on the weekly. And I'm like, hallelujah. Hallelujah. And if that be true, should we settle for just 68,000? Because I'm kind of eyeballing this 70, right at 71,000 area, this 886 Fibonacci retracement. But that's not just the big thing, I don't think. I mean, one other big cool thing. I was going to go over this idea with you last night, but nobody gave a dang about it. I said, who wants to talk about the woo-woo stuff in the chat? But no, nobody wanted to get into it. So we just talked about the boring stuff. But anyway. We gotta talk about what you guys want to talk about, or else, it's just somebody blabbing on YouTube. So in the Fibonacci scheme of things, the rule of thumb is, man, if you get your bounce off of a 382, you got a good strong move coming. And that's where we wick down to when we take our low to our high from where we are right now. And yes, this sounds crazy, and I'm going to look like one of those little flag chasers that you see, but this is actually for real if you do it the right way. You want to put it right on that fib area. Right, it's on that 3/8 of 2. And it takes us right up to this magical, I got a negative 0.618 because it's a cheap thing for me. And that's kind of sniffing out like $109,000 Bitcoin could be on the way. With a few hiccups somewhere around 88, 98,000. It's going to have something to do with the 8s, I believe. It does have an affinity for the 8s, it does. Some other people have noted that too. I will confer that. I think that it does. Mr. Miles says, I need Caspa to stop being such a tease. Caspa is looking kind of... We need to take a look at Caspa and take a serious look at Caspa. When I'm looking at it on my phone, I'm seeing... it looks bearish, like she wants to go down. She does. It just looks like she wants to go down to like... You're going to get mad at me for saying that, and I don't see how it could happen, but it looks like it wants to go down to like 14 cents. On my phone when I look at it. But when I look at on the charts here, we'll take a look at it tonight. I did do something with my miners. I said they were making so little anymore. I logged on to one of them and switched it over to solo. So it's mining on its own. I'm like, well, at least you have a better chance of making something. I think I'm lucky if I get 2 Caspa a day as it is with 2 miners going. Mr. Mouse says, yes, you can only see this Strega person at Road Dog Crypto. It's like they're one and the same person sometimes. Sean, get Nutter Butter out of here. Jackson, we never miss your show. Hey, appreciate that, Jackson. Rising Sunset, hey, how's AVAX look to you? I need to look at that one. I'll put that one on the list too. I'm getting a little list developed here. We'll have our work cut out for us. If I can spell it right. Mr. Mouse says, where's that hot vampire woman with the cleavage? I was clickbaited again. I demand a full refund. All I got is a bear and an alien. This is usually when I just call out Cassie, my side chick. That's who I usually get, like, kind of take care of that kind of thing. So maybe we quit being a little bearish right now, and maybe we bring out Cassie and a stripper girl, or a go-go dancer, if you will. There, now you got cleavage and a stripper. Or she's a vampire. Let's just pretend she's a vampire. She looks like she could be a vampire, right? Trigger says, oh, I missed it. I didn't know time with 1850 name alerts never work. I think I've been playing with some of my alerts. I've seen some of them go off. I still have that habit. I've tried some on my phone. Sometimes the exchange will let you set the alerts on the phone. There's Jackson. This is FET. Let's take a look at that one. That one should be doing pretty good, right? Hey, we got Grimmer. How's it going, Grimmer? Hey, Grimmer says, what do you think of a new coin that just came out? Maximum supply 10 million. Egan Pie. We'll take a look at it. E-I-G-E-N Pie. EGP. Sam Webb, should we take profits in the Caspa? That's an interesting question. Remind me of that when we talk about Caspa. I'll really make a note of it. take it into cash. Well, let's start diving into altcoins just a little bit. I'm going to bring up this chart real quick because I'm looking to see. We're at a possible area where we're going to find some resistance over here on the daily. And if we go over to total 3, we'll kind of see it there too. Is this our total 3? Looking on the weekly. Weekly, however, well, we'll come back to that. Goodness, look at this mess I've got. So we're fighting with that 200 moving average. Now, Bitcoin already broke through, so Bitcoin leads the way. There's a better chance that we'll probably follow through and recover that too. We just haven't got started. She's nudging up there right now. Do you see? On that daily, she's trying to nudge up there. Do you see her nudging? I bet if we blow it up, we'll see her nudge. Go nudge for me. Come on, I saw you quivering. That's a mighty intimidating looking candle there. I see her. She's not going to nudge for me, is she? Will you do it on the regular candles, the Christmas tree? You look confused on this one on the daily. What's up with that? You look like you don't know what you're going to. You want to scare some people. You look bearish. She is a little far from the moving averages here, so you know. There's the idea she might come back and touch these areas, but or she just could continue up, or she might just go sideways. That didn't help you at all, did it? Ha ha ha. Let me go back to my candles because they make much more sense to me. We got a nice little trend line going here. She had one going, which will be a little resistance, but that angle is that's fine. But it's just maturing more. Break it, and then we got it this one, and she's on a good tear right now, man. I think she's got a shot on my candles trying to get it, even though the regular candles look wishy-washy, like she don't know what's going on. Ichimoku Cloud seems to be halfway supportive of that idea, and money flow is in the green on the daily. That counts a lot for anything. It really does. I had forgotten that thing earlier today, and somebody reminded me money flow's in the green. I'm like, oh. And then I come over to Bitcoin and happen to look on the daily, just on Market Cipher, because that marks money flow, which is, you know, checking in. It's also making sure it is in the green. And there's a little green dot here on Bitcoin on the daily, so that's also bullish. We're above the 200 moving average. Got a green buy signal here for a buy. Buy signals are never 100%. They're just an indicator saying, hey man, conditions are right for this. If, you know, something's going to happen, it might happen here. And so a bunch of them are saying, hey man, a bunch of rules and everything are saying, hey man, conditions are going to happen. It might happen here. And so here we are where things might happen. Above the non-moving average on the daily for Bitcoin. And I can't say anything bad about that. Above the 200 on Bitcoin. I can't say anything bad about it. I couldn't say anything bad about it over here when we were above it, other than we're kind of, you know, there's some distance there that we're hoping it would just catch up. And there was no crossings. We need to see some crossings, and I will feel much better. And the first crossing would be this non-moving average crossing over that 200 moving average. And I think we got something. How did you get back on Bitcoin? It's going down. It's going to zero. She broke the trend line. Oh, Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin. You're back on Bitcoin, man. They want to talk about altcoins. I'm just trying to see if she's going to respect this 382s, because we're going to start seeing a lot more 382 action. Especially on these flaggy deals. So we want to pay attention to those little guys. All right, so altcoins, getting back on altcoins. Sorry, I got distracted. It happens. Squirrel! Altcoins getting a little bit of a pullback here. Maybe lose the non-moving average here on the 1 hour. So short term, there might be a little bit of a pullback. Now, curious thing, we got this target over here at 63.8. So My prediction for altcoins is that yeah, we can get some nice little pumps here, but there is the warning areas that I've got where we can get, you know, some drawbacks, and you might want to consider paying yourself a little bit, but also looking for opportunities on pullbacks for any of these to maybe build a bigger bag. For this particular leg that we are on, we're coming to some areas that we should be facing some resistance, and if you look to the left, you will also see this new area. We need to get a newer high over here. That's about 660 billion, so that's right where we got our 618 Fibonacci pull from a bigger thing. But overall, we do have a breakout from here, so this is just kind of petty stuff if you start just talking about the, you know, we're on the 4 hour, talking like a week or two away when we'll have lots of 4 hour candles behind us and could possibly be more toward these areas. Believes it or not. Oh, tell me more, road dog. Oh, to tell. Well, I'm glad that you asked, but in order to do that, that's when I like to zoom out. We're gonna postulate. Is that a word? Can I use that word? Is that PG rated? My postulate is a little swollen today. 600 and oh my gosh, you got the, you're down here. I had to check to see where Lacey was, and if I see that number, I'm like, where's the devil line? She's usually got something to do with it. She doesn't in this case, so I can tell yet. Keep my eye on her. We're just gonna move you right on up here, honey. We're gonna and put you right there. $666 billion is the target. Yeah, no, I didn't call it. Fibonacci called it, and I don't think it's trying to be evil. I just think it's trying to reveal the evil in the market. So either way you look at it, altcoins are going to the devil. They're going to hell in a handbasket at some point in time, but hopefully they'll go up before they do. But what say ye on the bigger picture? If that's how it works out, road dog, if that's how it works out. If you're always zooming out to figure out where you're going to go, then what should we do? Looky there, where would the next one be that we want to go to? Would you think it might be the 618 Fibonacci? We almost made it up there back in March, but then we lost it and we fell back to where we were before. You remember, if we talk about this, you hear me talk about this all the time when we're looking at coins, man. This is your accumulation area right there here below the 236. After you break out of the 236, you're supposed to try to move up to the 618 Fibonacci area. From there, whether you make it or not, you might experience a pullback. That pullback may take you to re-experience or relive this 236 reaccumulation area to test it to see if it is stable. If it is not stable, you will come back and revisit it and therefore make a Bart Simpson double bottom. However, if you do retest it, chances are that you will come back up and retest the 0.618 area. Well, that's it in a nutshell, folks. That's pretty much what I got. So this one is 812 way up here. We're going to come back and test that. What if we got enough gusto to get up here? I mean, we got a 1-to-1 we're working on, right? Y'all gonna say I'm flagging that, but it does look like it, don't it? It does look like you calling that a bull flag. It also suggests we can go up in that area. Even if you put it right down there on that little wicker there, it goes right to it. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? You put it right on there, it goes right to it. We're gonna target this guy. I can like that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine us getting up to about $956 billion in altcoins? What's your coin? What's Casper going to look like then? What's Shiba going to look like then? What's FET going to look like then? What's Time going to look like then? I want to mark these two areas just so we know. And you got to be the major guy, you got to be the big guy, and you got to be a big guy. imagine that? We're just getting started, folks. We just getting started. We got some work cut out for us, but overall, might I add that here in the daily, 800, 600, 300, 200 moving on. 200 moving averages are aligned very beautifully, and that's one reason why I like to use these big ones. They kind of help know how the bigger flow is flowing, and the bigger flow is starting to flow, baby. Now, when these guys start widening out, well, that's when the party starts. And they're just now starting. We had the cross, and now they're starting to widen out. And that'll help these guys widen out more too. And it's not a straight up run. It's going to be ups and downs, but we're starting to get there. The next 12 months are going to be very exciting. The next 12 months could possibly be very life-changing for a number of you guys. It's going to be very educational for a bunch of you guys, and so for some of you it might be your first rodeo. For some of you, you might have been through half of a cycle, or maybe you've been through a cycle or two before. And no matter how many cycles you've been through, you can still F it up. So don't F it up. We've had lots of practice and to F up before, and Lord knows I've F'd up plenty of times. Even how often I've tried to learn not to F it up. It's them emotions and that ego will get you. So be wary of it coming up in yourself, because it's sneaky. You don't realize. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not being. It's in there. It's in your head. It's digging deeper. Nah, man. No, I'm just kidding, man. I know. This market can. Yeah, I know. No, for real, dude. For real. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. You need to always say "Komasai," like Jordan says. Namaste. Stay cool. Try to. It does get away from you. Some more than others, as you can tell, especially if you watch them on YouTube. Some of them just come right out there. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It happens to me many, many times. Made $100 just like. I mean, it's crazy sometimes. Trendline, oh trendline, you're a friend of mine. All right, so I'm way behind on looking at coins. I lost my chat, man. I closed that box. That was just wrong of me. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to close y'all out. I feel horrible. Come on back in. It's more. Man, this thing. Why are you guys up here? What's up with this? Do I need to click this? Oh no! There's my thumbnail. There you go, Mr. Miles. So I wasn't trying to get there. It's just. All right, I have no idea. Why won't these things go? I have these little boxes of windows open down here, and they won't go unless I close the window. Okay, anyway. Here we go, back to the chat. Make sure I didn't miss anything lately. So the last thing, should we take profits in cash? But we'll look at that. So what is happening with Bitcoin? Is it going up or going down? She's starting to look having a lot more bullish potential, and we just got to see if it can stick. If it sticks, she's getting ready to start doing something. And in the bigger picture of thing, if you think about it, we are 6 months into after the halving, and traditionally this is when we start seeing Bitcoin get freaking fun. I'm not calling it for sure because we still got warning signs and things that we got to work through, but you know, I think we did. I have to double check, but I think we did it. I know this very last time we did too, but before she started taking off and leaving people behind in the dust. So we're at that point to where I think it's coming. It might be coming right around the corner. And you know, there's money being unleashed from China, and there'll be some more monies unleashed along the ways other places, and more capital or liquidity or just more dang monetary value becoming more easier to get your handle on, get a hold of. Well, help these markets go up, especially in an election year like this. Things are starting to stack up in our favor, and with Bitcoin, I gotta say, man, that's a turnaround. If you can't beat them, join them, and the world has decided to join Bitcoin. If you have not noted, it is the political talk growing more and more. And it matters because it reveals It reveals what's behind all the smoke and mirrors. It's taking the curtain down away from Mr. Oz and revealing all the little levers and stuff that he's been using to manipulate how the world works. And I'm sorry, but it does reveal also that the globalists have been trying to take over, and they've also been trying to take over America, which, by gosh, they dang near almost did, or almost will have it. We got a chance to get her back. Viva la Constitution! Anyway, don't let me get out on those soapboxes. Joe DC Gate into a fanny pack says, fanny pack token. All right, let's go ahead and let's move forward. Let's take a look at, take a quick look at Chronotech time. Coinbase has got it over here on this chart. Nice little pump today. What happened? Did it give it back? 1695. It went up to, what was it, about 1840? Ah, yes, 1840. What a great year. You know what? For Chronotech time and all this crap, we needs to take a fresh look at it. Man, there's Bart Simpson's butt crack. I know it didn't seem like it was going to be a butt crack at the time. Seemed like it was just doing so good. I think ain't better butt crack. Surely there's not another cheek, but here we are. Those butt crackers, they suck. Well, that's what we got to go by right now. That's at $50. So for short term, yeah, we got to give up $21 for real. And I mean, if there's any place that's worth maybe taking some profits, I would think 35. If you're thinking, man, time, I'm about done with you, man. That looks unreal. That, I don't know if I can comfortably use that wick. It just doesn't look like it would be very... We will go with this one. This one looks like it's a little bit more relevant. We kind of squeeze in, so we'll go with that guy. And we'll also say that 48. Once she gets it going, if she gets it going, like she did way back then, that looks like a good target to start trying to work on a plan to get paid. Between there and, well, go ahead and get the other one out. What color are you? Green. $48, $60, $70. I can see why a lot of people would say, well, I think I'm pretty good right here, Tom. If you want to keep going up, go right ahead. But I think I'm done. I've spent enough time with you. I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head. Let's now take a look at Arrow Drone Finance, also on Coinbase. We might add, and yeah. How crazy are these targets now? Huh? Tell me, how crazy are they now? Where do you think we're headed? I'm still going for 31, 38. But man, your targets are way up there, man. Where are we going now? That big profits along the way, 85 cents and 96 cents. Let's clear her out. So we're clear. I mean, the spent, dude. We can get these things again. Maybe even more accurate targets. Let's look and see. We're cleaning house tonight. There's a Stella got her game on. Now we got to go back to the big leagues. Start taking this stuff more serious because we got our accumulation zone over here, our bargain zone, our double bottom, our W. It's confirmed, and we're getting resistance at our 382 area right now on the bigger picture. And the bigger pictures will guide us on how we need to play the smaller pictures. Them dirty pictures. All-knowing pictures. Revealing pictures. That's what I'm trying to say. Them revealing pictures. You said naughty. Revealing. It's just interesting that you make those neural connections together, and it kind of troubles me, actually. Hey, man, I didn't... Not now. All these voices in your head just come up with the craziest things to say at the most inopportune time, like this. Like the one time you said something in front of your mom's friend that embarrassed her. You weren't supposed to repeat that. I don't know. My mom says that you. Yeah. Didn't get your favorite toy for Christmas that year, did you? Double bottom confirmation right here. We like bottoms. Looking for double bottoms, especially rounded ones are always really nice, or just a single rounded cheek if that's all it is shown. But rounded bottoms, long been a theme here. So if Arrow can get past 115, our next target would be about 161 there. How you doing over here? Also saying, oh baby, you at my resistance. Yeah, got me. I don't know if I can take any more, but if you must consider to keep going higher, 122, you might be able to squeeze it out of me, but right now, I cannot take any more. We need to cool this off before it gets out of control. She just straight up went parabolic, dog. Look at that. I mean, best I can do to draw a trend line here in that angle. She just went, I'm just going for it. Ichimoku Cloud looks awesome on this. I'm on the daily. Are you ready to rock and roll? I mean, I don't know if most of these altcoins, except for this one because we don't have enough price data, but on the 2 week even, we've got the green dot here on Market Cipher, and we're ready to rock and roll. There will be ups and there will be downs, and some will take off before others, and some will be coming back when others are finally starting to catch up. There's people rotating in and out. There is a rotation game, there is a theme game, there is a sector game, and a narrative game, and hopefully you got your bags packed in some very good sectors and narratives, AI, gaming, if you're doing the altcoin thing. It looks like she can make a big jump up there too. I'm sticking with that 161. Why play with it? Why play with it? She's either going to come pull back, and if she does, we'll just go ahead and consider. We'll just speculate. We'll say, hey man, we'll say, okay, that was as high as you got right there. Let's just say that was it. Pullbacks at this stage of the game, I would be looking anywhere about the 382 down to the 618. You got the breakout, and that would also cover with breakout strategy coming back as a retest of the breakout area, and she may not even make it down that far. Other moving averages are down here. If you're looking at the moving average strategy, saying, well, they're going to sandbag us and probably pull us back down and maybe touch one or two of them guys down here in this icky area, and then they'll slowly creep up here. And so we got that. There's a lot of different theories, a lot of different things to say that, makes sense that we might come back here, especially when she went straight up like that, because, well, rocket ships do run out of gas eventually. Rocket man! What? What the hell? And that's if she gets rejected here. Now, so the rocket does have some fuel to get us kind of above this line here, and she starts, we still got another big rocket candle dildo. Don't say that word. Rocket candle right here, sorry. We could be looking all the way up here, but man, I ain't saying it ain't going to happen, but I'm saying, I would be very impressed with that. I would be like, dang, what did you have for breakfast this morning, Arrow? But she's been known to do some stuff. Look at that. Look at this big candle over here. So it's not out of the question, baby. She might. Some of these altcoins might recover kind of quick back to the areas that they were at. Before all this stupid nonsense started, especially when it started in August, right? I can't remember what the deal was back in April that kind of made the market start going down. Sell in May, walk away, all those early people. So now we do have those people coming back now here in we're right in October, front running October. We get that Halloween effect. That's something also to consider. So there's a lot of bullish narratives, and we need bullish narrative, but there's also a lot of things on the charts, on the signs on the chart saying it's just getting started. So we got that. Altcoins, like getting started, baby. My thumbnails were talking about it. Oh no, if you look back a few weeks ago, about 3 weeks. I'm just saying. If you don't blow yourself, nobody else is going to. If you don't blow your. Never mind. Nobody's gonna blow you for me. I never mind. That's just not coming out. If you don't toot your own horn, nobody's gonna blow it for you. That's something I don't know. Anyway, look, moving on to Shiba. Shiba, baby, what you doing? We had a channel. We got a breakout of a channel. Enough said. Boom. Whatever. Where was you? 100001346 was the cool place to buy it, even though she died down here. Hey, can't see everything. Made sense though. Look right over here. Look to the left. Look to the left, Bobby. Damn it, dang it, Bobby. You see that a lot too. Bitcoin also did that. Could talk about it on the freaky charts, but nobody wants to talk about the freaky charts. Where were we just at? So Shiba. Let's get some of these tired old targets out of the way. I'm on a 5-day chart. Let's look at her on the daily. Here we are, man. Well, looks like I think this was the 236 fib area. Made it through that one. Now we can target this one right up here. 200 moving average sitting there right at 0.000020. 35 is what I've actually got on the actual line. And the 200 moving average is there. That's a that should be a 236 Fibonacci area. Yetham? Yetham? No, that was this one. Come on, baby. That's just too much crap on here. I gotta move some of this stuff off. No, not you. All right, I'll try to take you up so I can see what's going on. So, typical channel idea, stays in the channel until it doesn't. It sucks to say that, but I mean, that's just true. They can do that. But they do have a good chance to break to the upside eventually, right? But they form a partial decline, and that's what we got going on here, especially right through here. And that's the first clue that, hey man, we're getting ready to do something. Double bottom formation. However you want to look at it, we get reversal patterns at the bottoms of channels, where there be some form of double bottom or some form of triple bottom, whether a head and shoulders or an actual triple bottom pattern. It doesn't matter. You start seeing two or three little bumps happen there, and we start making higher highs and higher lows is the name of the game. When we start seeing that, then you know that we're in a trend of changing, or a good trend. That's the basic rules of the games. Whether you think it's a flag or a cup and a handle, it's as long as it's a higher high and a higher low, it's an uptrend in some channel. You just ain't looking at the channel. That's it. Period. And now we're starting to form a new channel to the upside. I like it. I want some more of it. It looks like she could recover this area pretty quick here at 2.5 area. 225.10. Looks like she could get there pretty quick. Looking at on the 4 hour. Let's turn our guys back on. Ooh, she lit them up, man. She took off on the moving averages. They way back here. They have not caught up yet. So there might be a little bit of a rebound effect. Come back, snap back a little bit. Been known to happen, but then again, if it's a strong enough move, you know, they'll just follow right along like a moving average should and do. But do remember, I mean, you got to break out, you got to confirm. It confirmed this double bottom, and look to the left of the double bottom. It gives you a support resistance flip area. I mean, not beautifully, but the line does. We'll go with this one here just for giggles. Measured move from this. Well, I don't know where she's going to go. Well, it says, yeah, might be able to squeeze out a few more profits, and we're headed toward that 20 area. So we like that. And that's going from this right butt cheek over here. Now, if you want to take this, you got a little something over here, honey. I don't know if that's attached or if it just, you know, you just need to wipe it off. Here, I'll measure it for you. I just ain't going near it. And we take that distance and put it in there. I mean, that puts us to a higher high, which I don't know. There might be something there. Well, holy bejesus, there's a 1.13 Fibonacci right up there. So it's kind of suggested, I mean, if you read in between the lines and, you know, kind of paraphrase just a wee bit, that I guess I won't put it right on that line. I don't put it right on the line. Screw that Fibonacci. You know, and maybe, you know, translate it through Google a few times and ask ChatGPT to interpret it. You know, it says that we could probably get up there. Maybe. What did you expect me to say? I'm calling it, and I told you. I told you if you bought back here. Blah, blah, blah. Let's say, okay, so that's Shiba. Shiba's doing good. So some rejection, we're in a rejection area. Look, but let's see, how are you looking on the 4 hour? That's pretty cool though. So retest of areas is possible, but she still looks strong at the moment, man. Ichimoku Cloud on that one looks like she's rocking. She is 4 hours giving a red dot. We're probably going to see that on several points that already went parabolic, you know. And then some of them, I mean, they'll go up and they'll do their thing, maybe even flag out, get boring a little bit, and then we'll start seeing some others, you know, kind of do it as these kind of lose steam. People taking profits, moving to something else. Especially meme coins. I'm sure you can see that a lot on the meme coins, but you know, this parabolic move here, she's on this time frame is already giving it out. She might be working on a big, you know, much bigger one. Yeah. But technically, she could pull all the way back down here to, what is that, 16? The low 1600s there? Could. It may take maybe next week, but you know, after she gets through running around and getting all of her energy out. Yeah, 2 cent looks, or that's not 2 cent, but the 2042 area looks kind of cool. All right, so time for Caspa. So we put is you bullish or is you bearish? This is the coin. Okay, I'll clear this one all out. This is one we don't normally use anyway. This one doesn't have the volume on it. Of course, I should probably look at the volume. Moving averages are beautiful, man. All the way up to the 100. They're just all stacked in the right order. Momentum's going in the right direction. I mean, she was showing the first stages of a parabola over here. And yeah, technically she still is if we really kind of zoom in on her lines. Oh, no, not right. I guess it's got to cut through some wicks. Oh, you were doing that. Well, where she started back here, and it may be too steep, but it's worth checking. But she initially started with this, and we kind of wicked to it, and kind of lost it, went up. So I mean, that was the trend line we were following at the time. So if you look at that, we've lost it, but since then, okay, so well, all you did is just give us some new information, and that angle doesn't seem very impressive. It's a messy chart, and it's you know, it is kind of harder to interpret. In that case, I'm just going to zoom out. It's the best thing I found to do, and just looking here on the 5-day, I just happened to go to the 5-day. We're above the non-moving average. Maybe getting ready to lose it, but as long as we're above it, I'm cool. Ichimoku Cloud says, I'm cool too, brother. She's just a little shaky. How are you looking on the MACD on the weekly? While the other ones are starting to turn around, let's look at this. The MACD is still kind of pointing down. Now she could double bottom out here, you know, start turning around like she did over here. Could be doing that. We would hope it was doing that. It's not saying it's doing that yet. But she seems to be losing some steam. I mean, we're not seeing all the excitement to get us back to 20 cents or even 23 cents, which I've been waiting on forever. So should we take... I would say, you know, there is still a good chance we might come down and touch this trend line, and nobody wants to hear that, but it's true, and we could come down these areas. She may make a slow burn down, and you know, we could see 13 cents again. We could. I'm just saying. Nobody wants to hear it, but it's showing as a probability that it could happen. She's done her duty here, wicking down to the 786. So I mean, she's fulfilled her pullback during the crash and everything. There's the saying that what gets wicked often gets candlestick. Maybe we're seeing something like that. But I mean, she's just got up here and just pretty much stayed lackluster and boring. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It's just what we're trying to figure out. So what do we need? As long as she keeps making higher highs and higher lows, we've got nothing to complain about. Can't really complain about her until she loses the 9-moving average, and it's at 16.44 cents. And we're at 16.55 cents. I moved my decimals around on that. So until we break that, I can't really say anything bad. It does look like it wants to cross bearishly and bring price down, like she wants to come back and maybe retest the 50 moving average area, and that's down here at that's at 13 cents right there. So, and it's at the tops of over here, and that makes sense. Perhaps if we fib her out, it's just tricky to get her from the bottom, but we'll do our best. Swing low to swing high. She went down to the 618. Okay, I got confidence on each one of this. She's touched each one of those fib areas, whether it's just wick down or anything. So I'm cool with this fib, saying, I think you got it. I think we're good. And she's telling me she wicked down to the 382. That could be beautiful. That could be the start of something beautiful, or we don't need to worry unless we leave 15.96. Let's put it that way. I would look at it this way. Where's my paintbrushy? As long as if we maintain this area, this could be that she. What did you do? You came down, then you dropped, and then you come up, then you dropped again, which was a decent. You did this. All right, we got you on that, and then you did this, and you came back to that was okay. Cool. She's kind of making like a symmetrical triangle. I'm sure it is on some time frames, more identifiable. But if she goes up above 15.96, 15.9 is lost, then we've lost this thing, and then we might be coming back down here to around 13-ish area. But if we don't, then she might be getting ready, because we bounced off of this particular Fibonacci quite strongly. She might be getting ready for the big kahuna that we've all been waiting on. I just don't see the signs yet on the other indicators like that. Some of them look like she still wants to play around here for a while. So it's not a bad time to accumulate Caspa, and slowly. DCA, I think that's probably the best way to handle Caspa, is to DCA at this point, because the best bargain prices to get it from was back when Mr. Miles was looking at it, and it was sub 1 penny. And you know, that was when to get in, and now pretty much Caspa's a DCA coin, just to be honest with you. In my personal opinion, because she's on a great trajectory, right? Higher highs and higher lows. We don't want to, in the bigger scheme of things, whether she comes down to the bottom of the trend line or not. I mean, she's just in a big ass old channel. It's got touches right up through here, man, and we can just zigzag through there, and there's always, you know, a midsection through these things. And I would think with Caspa, it looks like there may, you may even have quadrants down here. Oh, that's more than 4. Road dog, go back to school, man. Learn to count, dog. But they're not evenly dispersed from what I can see, so they don't have to be. But I would keep an eye. I would watch from this candle back here, because it was nailing it here, lost it, and seemed to respect it again here. I think that's the one to watch. So Caspa, my plan, I mean, if I'm wanting to catch it when she comes down. Until then, I've bought enough that I need to buy at this area. And until then, I need profits, whether it takes some profits on the way up, but I don't need to buy anymore at this area. There's too much bought here. I need to buy some more down through here to make it worth my while. And maybe she'll come down there, and maybe she won't. But if she do, I should be buying. All right, and so... Okay, so I misspelled that. Let's take a look at Avalanche, AVAX. Before I do that, let me check back with the chat here. All right, so Jackson says, so what's happening? Okay, we're Bitcoin going up or down. Striker says, I think World Affairs is really going to throw a wrench in things. I think it can. But my honest opinion, and I don't know, it may be popular, it may not be popular, but I think if the globalists, they've been making their move since COVID, and they've been trying to make it strong. And those whatever narratives that they push is what's pushed in not just one country, but all countries, and even here in the U.S. And I think, and they're being kind of aggressive with their whatever agendas or whatever that you want to look at it. They have agendas. The World Economic Forum, they come out, they publish them regularly. There's nothing. They put everything they do out in the open. It's just I don't know. We just think of, oh, that's nothing, but it turns out to be, oh crap, it has bigger impacts than you thought, doesn't it? It kind of sets up incentives, and sometimes the wrong areas that kind of help things to flow in that area. And that's kind of how things get manipulated, is by the incentives put there, and they're just kind of randomly put out there, and you just can't see the big picture until all of a sudden, why has there been this big shift over here? Well, chess players think about this stuff ahead of time. Or maybe it's a global consciousness and it's just the evil in our global. I don't know, man, but we move. Anyway, lately there's been a big stream for, to globalize everything for a global world order. But I think the right person getting back in office, that it will sever our ties with that, or, I think it will make the rest of the world straighten up, is what I think. For real. So that could be good and beneficial if certain people get in office. And if not, then we're going to continue down that global path, because, well, I mean, we just are. That's just the truth of it. So I hope we get a little change. We'll still have a few good days here and there if that happens, but otherwise, if we actually get somebody in office that can actually affect change in the world, and that can actually put good incentives in good places, like good administration should do, we can start benefiting from that. Markets will probably freaking love it. Striker says, I need to see some cheeks. SBS says POL. I'll put that one on the list here. Gerthan, hey, welcome to stream, my man. Hey, can you check out Gala? I sure can. Put that on. This is a growing list here. I have to be quicker with them. Mr. Miles says, Road Dog, you gotta let me know, should I stay or should I go? If you say you'll do Caspa TA, I'll be here to the end of the day. Oh, I guess I read that one late. You already looked at Caspa. but I had to work it in anyway. Mr. Mouse says, rumor is that Kraken is nearly ready for the Casper listing about a week from now. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be helpful. It needs something to boost its morale a little bit. Maybe that will help it bounce from the areas it needs to bounce from. Slinda says, I was comparing Casper to ADA, one of the darlings of the last bull market. It was around 9 cents in September. It went to $3 in 21. Yeah. Wow, that would... Oh my gosh. Casper could... Well, I think Casper would... Casper's got his name out there. People respect Casper, like it, as long as... I would like, get some more actual development on there, and especially something from the actual developers of Casper chain itself. That would be impressive. It's not uncommon for them to have a hand and maybe helping some things get started, or maybe them setting up some promo examples of things that can be done on Casper. Some more ecosystem development, and we can run that proof of work. That would be awesome. Strega says WEF funded Casper. Strega works for the CIA, says Mr. Mouse. Oh no. Let's see, we got AVAX. That was one that I didn't get to, right? Avalanche. The Renee Santag. I'm on the which I'm on Binance. I'm sure whatever. We're breaking out, so. This is not when we're kind of down in the dumps and nothing's going on, and we're really, we're kind of bearish and iffy and stuff like that. I'm looking more at the micro sense of things, the lower levels. And now, since things are starting to change in the market, I don't want to sell out too soon. We'll start looking more at the bigger picture of where we were, so we can figure out where we're going. There was the big butt crack. Are we going to come down to do it again, or was it just a pullback? That was a long bear market right there for this little guy. All right, from our highs, where was that? About $150, somewhere through there. So our 236 fib area also lines up for the last time that she visited these areas. This is a friendly reminder about what price movement might look like. We've been down there. Okay, so this is where she was in October. She was also down here in October. She rose up to these heights and went even above it, just very briefly, extremely briefly back here, just like she did back here in March. Amazing. Then she lost it and came down to this area where we're hanging out now, before coming back up to this area and then collapsing all the way back. Why did you collapse all the way back down, Avax? After that big deeper correction, which I hope you do not repeat this time, because that would suck for everybody. That means the whole market's getting sour. What happened? Don't tell us. Doesn't mean that that's going to happen for us over there at all, but she did revisit these areas back here too and got a little bit of a push up. So it's imperative, in other words, in the translation, is for us to get above $41 on AVAX, or for Avalanche. If we can clear that, we can start looking for these higher highs. If we don't clear that, then maybe we will get a repeat of something like what we got over here. I mean, let's be real. She doesn't make it past the bargain zone, that 236 Fibonacci area. I do look for her to get rejected there, and I don't think she can handle rejection that well. What if? What if, Avalanche? What if you went up there and you got rejected and came all the way back down to $8 and then decided to lay it on the man? I'll show them little uppers. I mean, it could happen that way. I wouldn't leave that up there. Nothing written in stone, but draw a trend line and look how much that idea respects it. To the rejection, even up to the retest. Boom. So it's a good place to take profits at $40. If you've been stacking it around 20, you can moonbag it. And then if she does come down here, you got no worries. You took your capital out and you could add to that. What catastrophic event would do this to us somewhere around middle of October? What could possibly happen in the middle of October to make us repeat such a nasty, nasty event and come down? I don't know. We're just speculating and doing the woo-woo stuff right now. But if it does happen, do you have a plan? Because it could. Ain't nothing saying we're going straight to the moon right now, and I would dare say that we don't. Remember, there are, even though Q4 is a good year, normally a good quarter, there are some boring, drop-ass, dull-ass times around Christmas where you're like, this Christmas sucks in crypto. Do you remember that? I remember that. I remember saying, well, this Christmas sucks in crypto. Why is everybody selling? Nothing's moving. And then after Christmas, it's like, maybe in January it's going to go up. Yeah, let's hope for January. Come on, guys, just hang on to January. We'll start seeing some price movement. I mean, it's not all straight up from here, so I'm going to prepare. I'm glad I saw this. I'm glad I looked at this idea because it makes me want to take more profits at $40 with Avalanche. Because, I mean, 40, especially if she starts tipping over. Well, if she starts tipping up to 60, we'll talk about something else. But especially at 40. All right, so cool. Avalanche. That's on the weekly, by the way. Let's cut me weeks away. Right now, she's just sitting down here at 25. Not quite moonbag territory to $40, but good enough. She's making a higher high here, so and flagging out above it, getting ready to break out on the 1 hour. The 1 hour looks juicy, like she wants to do something. What are you doing, Avalanche? You breaking above? I'm on the 4 hour now. She's breaking above the 800 moving average. Moving averages are wanting to turn around. She's looking juicy. She wants to do some stuff. I would say look for $40, baby. She's going to have a hiccup around 32-ish in this area where she wicked up. Look at this little candle here, right there. Yeah, just go with the top of this little candle. We just happen to randomly throw up there, kind of speculating and everything. And let's bet the farm on that. But actually, it looks pretty cool. $35, $36. No, for real, it does. You got the double bottom butt cheeks down here, confirmed, whatever. You got measure moves from that little guy. I'm not going to draw the belt line. I've had that. It also suggests that right up here at the top of this little funky woo-woo science, we called it science, this woo-woo strategy that we pulled out of our butt, 35 also. So, wow. AVAX. Let's take a look at FET. This is woo-woo night, by the way. We're being speculative, having some fun with it. And I'm still looking for this 382 area, 175. She ain't got there. Do I need to look at this stuff again? Do I need to? No. Oh, just verify it. No, that looks tight. That looks accurate. Back her up. Nope. Oh, that's enough. Beep, beep. All right. So cool. You know, you break out of these patterns or these channels, and it's normal to get a pullback, like a little mini correction, a correction, if you will, back there. We got this trend line here that we were looking at that got broken, so I'm going to take that line and now extend it here, and kind of tells us an idea where we could possibly pull back to with a little channel, because just kind of take that idea and let me straighten up my trend line over here. Seems that I was not anal enough on picking out the correct angle. Thank you. One of you little suckers has OCD and you're getting on my freaking nerves. The rest of you are cool. Did not touch that, not yet. May not ever, I don't know. But I respect the trend line and I respect the channel idea, whether this is the top of the channel or whether maybe, well, there might be something else bigger with that angle. Right now, this is what we got to go with, the top of these candles there. And she might yet come up there and touch that 177, 178 area. I got 195 also on the table here. But the bigger picture of things, man, she should be headed toward 240 or maybe up to around 289. That should be her bigger goal over these next few weeks. Let's go to the daily to see if we can kind of justify that theory. The daily overrules anything that I just said, by the way. We should have started out. This chart looks messy, man. Let's tighten up my lines or something. 200 moving average giving us some headache right over here. It's at 176, so looks like 177 is going to be our biggest headache right now, and then maybe a pullback. Bottom of the trend line, bottom of the channel. Hopefully it'll hold. If it doesn't hold, we can come back down here and test the breakout areas, and who knows. It's got a good chance though. I think she's got a good chance to at least visit 138, 136. Once we see a rejection happen here. It may take a little while to play out. And then eventually, yeah, bigger targets. We're getting there. She's already popped off a little prematurely, if you will. You can also look at this. Let's look at a different chart. Or a different FET chart. Let's get the... we'll still use Binance. Oh man, it's been a minute since you did this one, didn't it? Oh look, well you didn't nail it. You came close, but you just didn't get a cigar there, never dog. You were projecting anyway, it didn't have the breakout. What would you bid on the breakout? Well, that's hindsight, road dog. You can't do that. That sucks. Well, alrighty then. Let's start all over. So you can look at it also. I mean, channel idea, and we talk about the reversal patterns that you'll see, and you might see one here. We got the old dingle dangle bathroom wall pattern right here. The oh, put it away, mister. That's creepy. If you shake it more than 3 times. And we got a funky neckline on the dingle dangles. Is it really a line or is it a ring? I'm just asking. It's just a legitimate question with the, I'm just saying. But there is we're going to measure this dingle dangle. Don't get excited. I'm going to go all the way down to the little drip drip. Do you guys see the drip drip? All the way down to the little drippy drip. For those of you that are a little bit more nerdy, this is a possible inverted head and shoulders pattern, not a dingle dangle, because there is no such thing as a dingle dangle pattern. But from more trusted sources, it would be called an inverted head and shoulders. That is our public service announcement for today. Thank you. So I'm going to measure this sucker all the way from the pubic bone down to the dingle, down to the little drip. We'll give you that little extra. Make you feel better about yourself. And I'm going to put that right here. Now I put it on the neckline, but I got to put it at the breakout on the neckline because this is a slanted dingle dangle. You got a slight curve. You might have Peyronie's disease. You might want to get that checked or asked about. I'm just saying. Which is suggesting that maybe if it gets excited, a little tickle here, a little tickle there, a little whatever, I don't know, could probably get it pointing in a different direction, an erection of directions, if you might say, because it would be pointing upward. So it would erect price up to this level about $2.19 if we're going with the dingle dangle pattern. Thank you. This is a late night show, remember. But yet strangely PG-13-ish. Maybe R17. Maybe we're R17. However you want to look at it, baby. Whichever way that you rub the dingle dangle, she's breaking out and something's coming out of this thing, and it's kind of disgusting. Ew. Don't get it on you, Helen. Whatever. Helen. That's disgusting. So she might come back because these do have a very good chance. About 64% chance, if I remember correctly, according to Thomas Bukowski, for inverted head and shoulder to have a retest of this breakout area, that belt line area. So you could see that. It hasn't happened yet. She's still above the 9-moving average, so we're still good. I ain't going to say nothing bad about you. I'll just look at you sideways. But as soon as you break that, I'm talking bad about you and saying, she's coming down, man. She's going down more than the hookers on Sunset Strip. We're going to get off the dingle dangle pattern right now and move on. We're going to check out a new one that we have not looked at called Eigenpie. We'll look at it over here. EIGN Pi. Looky there, she's number 2680. It is up 66%. Is that today? It's $8.86. Market cap is 19 million. You're perking my ears. What's up with this? Total supply is 10 million. Okay. Woo, we're getting these kind of Decred and time bites. Maximum supply is 10 million. Fully diluted market cap right now is 88 million, which is super tiny. All right. Let's... All-time high was 3 hours ago when it got to 969. So she's chasing right now. All-time low was 2 days ago. So brand new apparently. She's at 367. Let's see what this one's about. Should tell me something here, right? Nope, not here. I'm on CoinMarketCap. You normally give me a description. We'll go to the website. See what the website looks like. Terms and conditions. Magpie and its associated websites is innocent, not meant for individuals and entities and situated incorporated within the USA and United Kingdom or any in the free countries. You cannot. If you're if your country calls yourself free, you're not allowed here. Because you're really not free in that free country. That pops up because our governments give them hell to mess with us, and they're like, "You get so much bull crap. We don't want to mess with you. Just it's just easier if you just stay out. I'm sorry. Would love you. Go Georgia Bulldogs. Go all that. Go yay America. But just y'all stay with your own headache. We don't need the headache here. That's what all that means." From what administration would do that? Oh my gosh, could it be possibly the freaking current one? Did that slip out? My bad. This is what is this? Buying on pancake swaps? Okay. On Eigen layer. So this is a layer 2, right? Or a layer 2, layer 3. I'm starting to get confused about them now. We're switching you to midnight mode, mister. All right, so this is the platform. Current Magpie disassociated. Okay. Well, that's the website, so I don't really know anything about this. But anyway, we'll kind of look. We'll see if we can find a chart on it. It looks cool. It's an 8. There's some interest in it for some reason. And for what? Here it is, right here. EigenPi is an innovative sub-DAO created by Magpie, focusing on the restaking of ETH's LST liquid staking tokens via EigenLayer. As a liquid restaking platform for Ethereum, EigenPi's core mechanism enables users to turn their native ETH and liquid staked ETH tokens, LSTs, into isolated liquid restaked ETH tokens, LRTs. As if we didn't have enough acronyms already in this space, what is 2 or 3 more going to hurt? I'm starting to feel frisky. I'm starting to feel like my old self again. I'm starting to feel, yeah. Woohoo! All right, so let's see if we can find a chart on you. EGP, they've got it. They got a lot of places. Mexi, KuCoin, Bybit's got it. HTX. Get on PancakeSwap, like I said on the website. So, muy available. Let's go with KuCoin. Hey, KuCoin. She's very new. Very new. She's just getting started now. She's got the biggest things that I like about it is the low number of tokens. That's interesting to me. Now she's going to do Bitcoin numbers, highly doubtable, but it could 10x from here. That is very reasonable. Very reasonable. At least expect a 5x, I think, especially a new token. Maybe. What's she got? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touchdown? Is that what we're going to do? She'll get a pullback at some point. She will. She started out around 3 something. Support near 70 cents, but I think he said about 3, right? Was it 2 hours? How long ago was it? All-time high was 2 days ago. No, all-time high was 3 hours ago. All-time low was 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and I'm assuming that was probably 2 days ago. Which would have been before this chart, so we would have been somewhere here, I guess. Wait, no, I don't know. It may have went 70 cents. I don't know if it did or not. That's what we got here. We'll see how, we'll try it, see if it makes sense. Does it make sense? A little. I mean, you were a 382. Don't have technicality, but a 0.5 here. That's what's going to be tricky for me, is figuring this little part out. Figuring out the wicks. We go from wick to top. What you got? A little more. Oh, got some confluence, which makes me think, well, is this the top then? What's up? All right, we got to use a few little tricks here to kind of. Going to pull out a whole fib extension because, you know, sometimes the regular ones just don't hit the spot and you're just not gifted with that little extra little bits. So just adding a little on top can kind of make the markets go a little wild, make the charts go wild. Then they look at you like you're stupid. Well, honey, I thought it would be fun. And they're like, anyway, here we are. You are respecting that? Okay, cool. So I guess pulling from the bottom of the base here. It's all about that base. That base. No testicle. And what did you learn from that, Johnny? I'm learning it is respecting the 1.0, the 100%ers a lot. Somebody forgot what they were doing. If it's respecting the 100% so much, who am I to say that you'll respect it again at 1182? It's a little ballsy, but I look at this area right here too. This little guy about 1051 could be a target for that guy, and it should be one that it could probably get resistance at, or maybe have a little trouble getting over. Let's see how this measures up, and how do you want to do it? We'll have to pull out the fib of magic. Fib magic, I know. You like the 618ers. Ooh, you look massive. Okay, that looks normal. That looks doable. And you got a 618 there. Okay, we'll play you this way. And you just did that, stupid. Sorry. Give me just a few minutes with a very new coin with no price history. I got nothing to go by other than just the previous levels that we had, which could be support. That story, bobbing the trend line, bought it at $8. Yeah, but I want some other stuff. And then you did it. You freaking did it. Okay. So, what's your pullback now, though? Are you getting us a strong one? She's at this 382, and she was there for a while, and we know that will give us a nice one. What's a nice one? Don't leave it alone with your wife. I'm getting this here. I'm getting this guy right here. I know it's crazy, but 1180 seems to just be yelling at me as, hey man, I think we can get there. And we'll put another little take profit right there. with perhaps an option to buy at the 0.5 area by 812. Should, you know, this idea not be playing out and she just kind of flagging down here. But if she is just bouncing off of here, like, you know, she tried to do it here and it didn't work out, we could get something just like that. We could. I know you don't want to hear it. I know it's crazy. I know you're going to use the bars. I'm going to use the bars. That was the wrong bar. Why are you doing it, baby? Why? Why are you doing me this way, Benny? You did it again, stupid head. Hey, man, chill. Just chill. Yeah, I did like this. What if you get something like along the lines of this? Then, yeah. I'm gonna leave that on there because I think something like that similar could be playing out. Not exactly or anything, but I want to label this one over here. So I do think that's a possibility that maybe she can zigzag around here. That looks very doable. Does not look like typical price action you would see in a freaking channel. And look, she comes up to this guy and then maybe starts pulling the same bullcrap. But I still like the 1180. But this would be a more sensible target for something short term. Cool, EGP looks interesting. This one, I mean, I don't know as far as what she could do though. Is this thing could, I mean, at least a 5 to 10x from here, right? And maybe, I don't know. We could say comfortably at least a 5 or 10. Some of those, look at Super Farm. Super Farm's up there like what? I've seen it up at $250 before. I see Gala was a requested coin. Let's take a look at Gala before I do. Let's go check you guys out in the chat. Oh crap, I didn't set my timer. I've been going for 1 hour and 40 minutes. We can't do that. Nobody watches this after it goes out past an hour. Slinda says. Girthan, how's it going? Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Mr. Miles says, notice that Strega didn't deny it. He's not real, Mr. Miles. You're talking to nobody. You're talking to a non-person and expecting an answer. That doesn't make any sense, Mr. Miles. Think about it. Samuel says, Floki. Floki. Oh, let's think about Shiba. How is Floki? I still got some Floki. I haven't done anything with my Floki because I moonbagged her. So she's just sitting there riding the waves up and riding them down. Until one day she can buy me a Corvette. It may be radio controlled, I don't know. But it'll be a fancy one. I got this little green box over here for some reason. It shouldn't be green, I think it should be red. I was probably just too lazy. I got this green box. Sounds like a personal problem. Might want to have that looked at. It's a little red now, a little inflamed. I think this is a good sell order between 0.00017-ish, 69 is what I got, and 0.000189, so between 17 and 19 area. Looks like, and the 200 moving average there, of course. Now some of and double bottoms and all that. We've confirmed through here. It may flag out through here. But once it confirms this and with everything else, if it recovers like everything else is trying to recover, I mean, let's go ahead and take the you're just measuring everybody's booty, aren't you? We'll put that at the breakout. And this is we come back up to retest these areas. About 0.0021, that's pretty cool. That would be from where we are now. About another, what is that, another 40%? And if you'd been buying Floki, say somewhere, you know, at discount, at the 0.000123 area, and it made that target, well, that would be a nice about 70% move. So we got some stuff going on here. Bottom of the trend line here. Respect. We can also take a measure move from the little extra dingle dangle. Since we're finding lots of dingle dangle. And it's suggesting that we dingle dangle our way all the way up here to the 223 area. 0.000223. And I messed up the original. Yeah, oh, dingle dangle. Yeah, you're coming up to this fib area. So cool, and that's just the day. Let's see what the 4 hours looking like. The 4 hour is talking to the devil. Trying to make some plans here. Ichimoku Cloud looks awesome. Indicators are a little bit toppy, but it looks like they still got some stuff. There's no bearish divergence there. She's trying to go parabolic. She's trying to get a strong move up there, man. For real, she may be trying to go all the way up here. For real. Not really the time to buy, no, but if you're in it, I would think about riding her for a little while. Let's see, 800 moving average is coming in right over here. To me, that looks like some excellent confluence at that 0.000169-ish area as a place. That would be a good place to get paid temporarily. Because you do need to get paid temporarily, I know. At least a little bit, 10%, something needs to come out. Or else you're not pulling together all this stuff right. You're not going to have it when you need it. And you might get to use it sooner than you think. All right, I think that's got everything, man. I got something scribbled here that I can't make out what it is. It looks like it says poo. And I don't know why I have that there. I think a DGen left that. Oh, it was it was polls. POL? POLS, I think. I think it was this one. I think it was Poker Starter. Is she flagging out? I wouldn't call it a flag per se. I don't know. She's triangling. No, that's not a flag. That's a deep brass retracement on that sucker. That's a symmetrical triangle. I don't trust them suckers, but this one looks like it might be trying to break to the upside. You've got at least this thing going on now, and if it breaks below it, then oh hell, we're coming back down to 24 cents. But if we don't break below this, what is that, 30 cents? We know technically somewhere around 31 cents. If you can hold that trend line, and it seems to be respecting it, so she's starting a new thing. Doesn't sound like very much right now. I know, big deal. She's starting a new trend line, but consider the angles and just lay it right here on top of that one, and you think, oh, you mean she could possibly just spike up here to 61, 62 cents? I'm like, yeah, it's on the table. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could. She's got to come back up to 71 somehow at some point. Why not bounce off this trend line and get the party started? That would be right up here toward these bottom areas over here. Looked at this one a long time ago, looks like. Well, I think we looked at it recently too on a different time frame. So, bigger picture of things on it for what we got going on. Holy crap, she's just really getting started. When you zoom out on the daily, she's just, look at that nice potential possible, just now starting to get a double bottom, and she may have to work through it like she did over here. I don't think it would take as long, but I mean, you could expect something along the lines of this kind of stuff to happen. Maybe not, hopefully not going down any lower or anything, but you know, I mean, we could see something like this. And she could just start coming, you know, start taking off. And you're like, oh yeah, but it's still got more work to do. We've always got those possibilities with these low bottoms, but right now we still got a high and a low from the top of the butt crack down to the bottom, or what we can see as a bottom. And what that can tell us right now is 49 cents. Looks like the next best target she got there recently. If we can get above 49 cents, then I would I mean, there's every other area will get hit here, 66, whatever, but 95 and $1.15 would be two of the better targets to go with. And considering where we are at the juicy bottoms, that means the more excess in your portfolio that you get, the cheaper that you buy. It's easy to flip them because they flip quicker. The more expensive the coin gets, the harder it is to flip them. Harder to get those doubles, triples, quadruples. That's a 200, almost a 200% gain up there to 95 cents. It's 255% up here to $1.15. So is it worth it? Hell yeah, it's worth throwing a few $100 in there or whatever. In my personal opinion, buying the bottoms is making my degen tingle already right now. A Mercier saved. Hey man, good to see you again. Picked me up a butterfaced girl last night. I missed the stream. Hey man. Creamy butterfaced girls. Joe says LST's LRT sounds like poop. It sounds like yeah, they're finding new ways to think out these new contrived derivatives. I wonder where they learned that from. Couldn't be those banker types over and those Wall Street types and all that. Surely they wouldn't do that over there either, would they? Yeah, we can get to some convoluted messes over here. Personally, I would never use platforms like that, because you're just wrapping up stuff, gets too wrapped up in this and that and this and that, and it's something going to happen, something going to break, and it's another Luna catastrophe, but probably not as bad. But it's you will see lots of projects open up lots of opportunities, and something will happen. There'll be a DEX or something that has some kind of pools or some little thing, some little new thing that comes out. You can put your money into it, and you should get this return over time. And look, you'll get paid these tokens just for participating. And it sounds awesome, and the returns sound good, and they probably are for a while. And then that gets a lot more people on, and then boom, poof, it's all gone. Sorry. Not here anymore. I don't know. It's just a bad day in the market. I don't know. This happened and this happened and this got liquidated, and it caused a cascading effect, and then welcome to crypto. And you know what you do. you will see this stuff play out as this cycle keeps going. I promise you, you will. You'll see failed projects. You'll see failed ridges, and oh shit, all my rat Bitcoin just disappeared. What happened? Well, sucker, you playing with something you know had a risk to it, and I guess there was an exploit or a backdoor or something going on, so it is risky. I'm focusing mostly on, I'm not going as much into the degen coins right now. Maybe at some point when the market turns around and there's more of a recovery, of the finished recovery, I'll start looking more into some of the more degen plays. I'm not saying anything bad about them, they're great, but I'm actually trying to focus more on the spot margin strategy I've got involved in has been pretty much consuming, trying to narrow down all these coins and weed them out as we try to do it as we go up, right? And it's taking a lot of time. So it's kind of opportunity cost in a way. I mean, it needs to happen, but when I'm done with it, it'll free me up for time for more trading, actual trading, and more to the standard spot swing trades than trying to do this position stuff. I want the position stuff, but I want to narrow it down. Well, guys, it's time for me to get out of here because nobody's ever going to watch this to make it too long, especially. Thanks for hanging out. The market looks cool. Bitcoin is down up, down. Still, nobody gives a crap about the woo-woo stuff. I won't tell you what's going to happen next month with the woo-woo side. Something might happen somewhere on November 2nd. I'm just saying, in December 24th or 27th. But, they're just lying. It's cool. It's just speculation. We'll save it for another speculation night. We got time before we get up to that area. More in October, when we could just die. So it was really crash in October. What? I'm just saying. Good night, everybody. Trade carefully. Say Bitcoin recover this 200 daily moving average. Good sign, great sign. Let's see if we can get another candle over there above it, and then we might be ready to rock and roll for a little while. Maybe. Still got some more bullish signs we need to see, but we're starting to get some. Good night, everybody. For real this time. I'm not kidding. Oh, he went to the news. You said, Sean, you're sorry. Is this one?
Come here.
Dang, Sean, come on, man. We talked about this, dude. Come on, you gotta be on your A game when we're on here live. I mean, people counting on you, Sean. I'm sorry, Mr. I mean, it's because I have disposable thumbs. You have what? I have disposable thumbs. There is no such thing as disposable thumbs. You mean opposable thumbs? No, they're disposable. They keep falling off, and I keep having to tape them back on. Just go. Just go. Sorry.
In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits.
Oh, I have a blue YouTube. If you don't hit that like button.
Come on, play with me, freak it dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog.
Good night, John boy.